Hello students, welcome to standard 11 subject mathematics chapter 1 sets. This is lecture number 4 now. In this lecture we will understand about the subsets of the set. So the subsets, a set A, let any subset is A, is said to be a subset of a set B if every element of A is also an element of B. Means every element of set A must be in the set B, then we can say A is a subset of set B, and it is noted as A subset B. This is the subset sign. The set A is a subset of B can be written as A subset B if this A is an element. If the element is in A, implies that means it will be in the element will be in B also. So A subset A belongs to A implies A belongs to B also. If the element is in A, then the element will be in B also. Then only the A subset B. If A is not a subset of B, we write A. This is the sign of not subset B. Subset sign is this way: A subset B if it is subset. And if A is not a subset of B, we write A not subset B. Okay, crossing this subset sign. If A is a subset of B and B is also subset of A, it may be sometimes that A is a subset of B and B is also subset of A, then we say A equals B. This is only when A equals B. You know, A equals B means equal sets. If two sets are equal sets, exactly the same elements are there in both the sets. So one sets all the elements will be in the other, and other sets all the elements will be in the first. So A subset B as well as B subset A and A equals B can be written as symbolical way: A subset B and B subset A, that is double implies or two-way implication A equals B. Vice versa, that means if A subset B and B subset A equals B, and it's reverse also, A equals B, then A subset B and B subset A also. So this is the two-way implication sign. This is also called if and only if. Here we have written about this symbol implies and two-way implication both. Here the symbol this is means implies, right? It is for if then. And the symbol, this double implication is two-way implication, both the side implication. Means if this side, then this side will be true, and if this side, then this side also true, two-way. So it is read as if and only if. This is the sign used for two-way implication, used for if and only if to say if and only if in maths, and if and only if in brief, in short, it is I double F, that is if and only if. In short, we can write this also. So sometimes we will use this also, I double F. So we will read it as if and only if. And if you want to use the symbol, we will use two-way implication sign for this. Now, two more important points about the subsets is every set A is a subset of itself. A is a subset of A. Every set is a subset of itself because every element of A present in the same set. So it is subset of itself. That is true. And second, empty set, that is phi, is a subset of every set A. Phi is considered as empty set is considered as the subset of every set. So phi is a subset of A. Let's see the examples related to these subsets. Some examples 9, 10 and 11 we have here that we understand related to subsets now. Consider the sets phi, that is empty set. A equals to 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. B is 1, 5, 9. C 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Insert the symbols subset or not subset between each of the following sets. So sets are here. In between them, pairs of sets, we have to use the sign. Insert the sign set or subset or not subset. So it is first question is phi and B given. Between that subset will come or not subset will come, that you have to insert the sign. Second question A and B given. Third question A and C given, and fourth question B and C given. Between these two sets, we have to insert the sign set or not subset, subset or not subset. So in solution number 1, phi and b, as we have read here, as we have written here, empty set phi is a subset of every set. So we can say phi is a subset of b. The sign will subset what will come. The reason we have written here as phi is a subset of every set. Second number, a and b are given. Between that, not subset will come. Why? Because 3 belongs to a, but 3 does not belongs to b. See that a and b. In a there is 3, and in b there is 3 element is not there. And for being subset, we know that every element of a must be in b. So here in a there is 3, but in b it is not there, so a is not subset. 3 belongs to a, 3 does not belongs to b. Therefore, it is not a subset. Now a and c, third number. Between that, a is a subset of c. Why? Because in a there are 2 elements, 1, 3, and both the elements are in c also. 1, 3. So 1, 3 belongs to a. Also 1, 3 belongs to c. So a is a subset of c because every element of a is in set c. Similarly, between b and c, subset sign will come because in b, how many elements are there? 1, 5, 9. And these all 3 elements are in c also, 1, 5, 9. That's why, as 1, 5, 9 belongs to b and 1, 5, 9 belongs to c also, means every element of b is present in c, so b is a subset of c. Now, example 10. Let a equals to a, e, I, o, u and b equals to a, b, c, d. Is a subset of b? Is b a subset of a? That we have to check. So solution is no. A is not a subset of b. Why? Because in a there are elements e, I, o, u also which are belongs to a, but they doesn't belongs to b. E, I, o, u are not in b, so a is not a subset of b. For being subset, again you recall, every element of set must be in the other one. So these 4 elements in a, but they are not in b, so a is not a subset of b. Similarly, for b being a subset of a, we will check that b is also not a subset of a because in b we have b, c, d elements belongs to b, but these elements doesn't belongs to a. Right? So the b is a non-subset a. Next example 11 is let a, b, c. Let a, b and c be 3 sets. If a belongs to b, note here, a is not subset b here, given a belongs to b and b is a subset of c. Is it true that a is a subset of c? If not, give an example. So solution is no, it will not be a subset. We will give an example also. Let a equals to 1 in the set, so 1 is the element of a, and b we have to take this such a way that a belongs to b, means a must be an element of b. So a is 1. So in b we have taken this set 1 as an element of b. So this way we have to take, because a belongs to b we have to show. So in set 1 and 2, these are the elements of b. So a belongs to b we can say. And c equals to, as b is a subset of c, every element of b must be in c. In b, the set 1 and 2 both are the elements, so that is in c also. Set 1, 2 and 1 more, 3 we have taken. So b subset c, we can show it. Now here you can see, as set 1 is an element of b, a is a subset of b, a belongs to b, and b, every element of b is in c, so b subset c. But then also a is not a subset of c. Why? Because in a there is element 1. 1 belongs to a, but in c 1 doesn't belong to c. You may see that 1 is there, but it is not 1. It is set 1 in the c. So 1 is not an element of c. Set 1 is an element of c. So 1 doesn't belong to c. 1 belongs to a. So a is not a subset of c. So from this example, we can note here one thing, that an element of a set like this 1 can never be a subset of any other set or itself. So that is the note here we have to note down. Now the next topic is subsets of set of real numbers. Of real numbers, for subsets of R, some real numbers subsets we have seen in the beginning of this chapter also. That we recall here somewhat. N equals to, capital N equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then set of natural numbers we know. Z equals to minus numbers and plus numbers with 0, all integers, the set of integers. Q equals to x such that x equals to p upon q form type numbers, where p, q belongs to z and q is not equal to 0, the set of rational numbers. And t equals to the new, here we are writing, but actually in the previous classes we have seen t equals to x such that x belongs to r, means the number is in real number, but x doesn't belong to q, means it's not a rational number. So we know that if the number is a real number and it is not a rational number, it is called irrational number. So this t is the set of irrational numbers. From these all, and by the knowledge of subsets, it's obvious some of the obvious relations among these subsets are. You can see that every n elements are in Z. So n subset Z, and every Z elements are in Q. So that is subset Q. And every Q element is in real number R. So this is R. So n subset Z, subset Q, subset R. Means natural numbers are subsets of integers. Integers are subset of rational numbers, and rational numbers are subsets of real numbers. And irrational number, that is t, is also subset of real number. Rational and irrational both are coming in the real number, but both are totally different. So q is also subset of R, t is also subset of R, but q and t are different sets. Here one more thing we can note, that n, that is natural number, is not a subset of t, that is irrational number. So about this subsets of real numbers also we have seen some relations, obvious relations of subsets. So you are suggested to write these all the definition of subsets and symbolical way of presentation, and with some examples you understand it well, and as well as subsets of real number also you write it down and understand. For further coming examples it will be very useful.